Hi guys, Zyger here and welcome to another Awoken Devlog. And before I start, I'd like to thank you guys for the support because recently we've been getting so many more people and so many views and support on the videos that I really appreciate it. Now, if you have any suggestions what I should add to my game or any questions and stuff like that, just go ahead and comment them down in the description below because they genuinely make me feel really nice. Also, I've got two quick announcements. In the next video, I'm going to be releasing a Discord server that you guys can join and share your developing process. Now, you don't have to join if you're just a developer. You can join if you're a subscriber, if you like the videos, if you're an animator, creator, whatever you are, you know, if you're a graphics designer and whatnot, you can join and just help out. And in all honesty, I think it will be really cool, especially for the people who are aspiring to make new games. You'll be able to get on and ask for help if you need it or get support and suggestions. Anyway, in today's video, we're going to be making the item and the chest system. So, by the way, if mic sounds different, I do have a new mic. So I started doing some of that, but basically if I show you, we've got these items, right? Now, we need a way of actually getting them, because in the previous video, what I just did is in the code, made a little line of code that's added random items. But basically, I'm going to show you what I did because I didn't record this, apologies for that. I basically made some items such as a weapon, armor, and food, and this is the create code. Well, I've made an item parent thing that basically if you can pick them up or add it, and they can float. So I'm going to quickly show you what I mean by that. So right now, if I spawn this item in, it will float up and down. If I walk into it, it'll make a little sound and I'll collect it and that'll actually appear in my inventory. So if we just start a new game, as you can see right now, you've got these items floating up and down, which is a really simple code, which is on the screen right now, if you guys want to copy that. And if I get near it, it comes towards me and then it hops in my inventory. So I gotta go bow and then I can get this, and as you can see, it comes near me and I get them like so. Now at the moment there is no way of actually getting them. The only way of getting the items is if I place one in like so. So I'm going to be working on some chests right now, making some sprites and so on, and I'll see you guys in a bit once I get that sorted. Hi guys, so I'm back and I did a few little things. So in the previous clip I had some items that were floating, but there was no actual way of getting them. So I created this really quick chest that basically looks like this. When you go near it, it will have like a question mark, no, an exclamation mark, and then you can open it when you press E and you get your random item. So really quickly before I show you what that looks like, I'm going to show you the code that I did for it. So I basically made this chest, and on the create event I just basically set an image speed to 0 and image index to 0 because I don't want the animation to go on for. And I set this new variable called open to false. Now on the step event I basically did this line of code that if the distance of the player to the chest is less than 30 and the chest isn't opened, then change index to 1. This basically means that if the player is a certain distance away from the chest and the chest still hasn't been opened, then it will change to the sprite or image index with the exclamation mark. But if the distance is not 30, basically if it's bigger than 30 steps or whatever away, this basically means if you're not close to the chest and it's not open, then it'll just be closed normally. And then the final bit is here. So if the player presses E on the chest and it's not opened yet, what will happen is it will change to 2. So it will change to look open, and it will randomize an item that will spawn. It will change the solid to false, so basically the player will be able to now walk through the chest normally, and then it will open equal true, so it's now being open and you can't run this again. Now, my explanation of this probably was really scuffed a bit, but I'll show you what that means. So basically, we have these chests. Now, if you walk close enough, you'll see a little exclamation mark here. It's quite small, so I'll just point an arrow to it right now, and like so, but then if you walk away, it stops. Now, if you press E on it, what will happen is it will open like this, and nothing will happen with it anymore. And you can press E on all of these, and if I open my inventory, you can see we got 3 random items, which actually quite lucky we got a wooden axe, cheese, and an egg. Now, currently there is no way to determine the rarity of the items, so every item has the same chance of being spawned. As you can see here, it will just choose either food, potion, weapon, or armor, and then the actual items itself have like a randomized thing. Now, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to now sort out the drop chances, which I'm most likely going to be doing through arrays, where I will assign a value to each item called, for example, probability or chance, and I will most likely do this in the Excel file. So if I quickly show you what I mean by that, is if I go into my game, I've got these data files of all the items, and this is where I define what item it is, what like ability it has and whatnot. Now if I open up any of them, in all honesty, such as weapons, I think I'm going to add a new tab here, call it like chance or like probability, and then set the chances or whatever, and that's going to be what determines the probability and chance of the item being spawned. So I'm going to go do that right now, and I'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back. Now I made a couple of changes, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I did. So the first things first is I made some sprite changes to the chest itself. It now has an exclamation mark. I don't know if that was the thing that was last time, because before it was a little speech bubble. Now, also as well as that, before the items would spawn, but they all had the same chance of being spawned, so I went ahead and set up some probabilities and drop chances. Now, I must say this was quite difficult to do, because originally I was going to do it as a 2D array. However, as I've already got a different system for the items that aren't in an array, it would be quite difficult. So my first idea was to go back into the folder for the different items, such as here, for example, like weapons, and make a new tab, call it drop chance, and make it down here. Now I tried that, but I couldn't make it work and function correctly the way that I wanted it, so I did it in a really awkward way. But it still works, and yes, it's inefficient, so probably in the future when I go ahead and clean up some of the code, I will change this, but for now this works. So I made a script called random chance, which is this. Now this script is what allows you to have a random chance. So go ahead and screenshot this if you want to use this, and make a script called it random_chance. Now basically the way this works is if I go into my chest item, we have this thing here. So if you press E on the chest and it's not opened yet, it will create an instance, and this is the bit of line you want, this particular line, and then this can be whatever you want, like to set it up. So for me, it's just when I press E and it's not opened. So what it does is it creates an item on an X and Y coordinate of the chest. Now you can change this to whatever you want, in all honesty. And then we call the script random chance, and in here you press the item that you want, and then the next number right here will be the probability of it dropping. So for example, for a weapon that is wooden, it's a probability of 10%. Then for the steel is 5, gold is 3, eternum is 1, then leather is 6, steel is 4, gold 2, eternum 1, and then food is 40% chance and potions 28. Now I'm going to play around with these percentages so this isn't set in stone. But basically, if you get any weapon or any armor from a chest, you are very lucky because the chances are quite low. If you get, obviously, a wooden item, it's a 10% chance, so every 10 chests you should roughly get it. But anyway, I'm going to show you how this works. So I get near it, and this was working before. I just changed the different radius of how close you have to be. And it has a little exclamation mark. Now you can press E and you get an item. Now, for now, we got 2 potions and some food, an egg. Now I'm going to change obviously the food, but you can see that every single time it'll be a random item, and this, oh my god guys, we just got really lucky there because we got a gold helmet and a steel helmet. That's what I mean, I might need to change the chances of them, but that was very lucky, that chance of getting it. Now the wooden sword, not that rare at all, it's 10% chance, but yeah, basically that's what I've done so far. The next thing I'm going to try and implement in this video is a little stats bar or something, or maybe a little hotkey bar. I don't know how I'm going to actually make this work just yet, because first of all, I could work on drop chances from enemies, but there is no enemies in the game right now. But what I do need to sort out is some stats, and also how to actually get armor and attack from these different weapons. Now, originally I was going to make it so you're actually handling the sword as such, and I probably will, but for the time being, in this video, I don't want to be working on that because it's going to be quite complicated. So instead, I'm going to make a little stats bar which has your character icon and a few stats in the corner right here. So I'll be back once I do that. Hi guys, welcome back. I've made some stat changes. So currently I've got the stats bar, and I'm just going to point out I am definitely going to change it because I don't like the way it looks and the way it's in the game. But this is going to do for this video because I don't have time because Christmas is coming up and I want this video out before Christmas. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. it's just there, in all honesty. I was going to make it so you can press a button and it opens up, but then I realised I didn't like the design and whatnot, so I'm just keeping it here. Inventory still works, chest system still works, and we just got really lucky because we got a wooden and a leather chest plate, which actually isn't that lucky. Anyway, this is going to be it for this video, guys. Once again, thank you for the immense amount of support that I've received over the past few days. It means a lot. And genuinely, thank you so much for everything. Also, a quick little announcement. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of probably about $50. So if you guys can help me reach 1,000 subscribers, that would be epic, because then you can enter the giveaway. Anyway, just to recap what I did, I added some chests that if you walk near, they will have like a little exclamation mark. If you press E, you will get a random item based on probability. So in this case, we got really lucky because we got some steel items and a stamina. Now, the probability stuff I'm still going to be changing. Because, whoops, I did not mean to save that. Anyway, the probability stuff I'm still going to be changing. And then we added a little stats bar that doesn't display just yet because I'm going to change the design in the next video. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!